Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Halti Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halti Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding investing. Founders will make or break a startup. Here are signs of a toxic founder. They are the loudest people in the room. Their voice trumps everything else. They apply passive-aggressive techniques in managing their team. They can't admit they are wrong. They have a high impression of themselves and expect others to have the same. They play favorites with some and put others on the hate list. They have no values. They bring out the worst in others rather than the best. And they assume the world revolves around them. They make others feel small and insignificant. And they don't take responsibility for their actions. They have low self-esteem, and they lack empathy for others. They can't take feedback from others. They are abrasive with others. Look for these toxic signs in the founder of a startup. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start us into today. Halti Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.